Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bulls will boot it away to start the game. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Clemson Tigers offense will start this game off. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man.
Off he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clemson jumps to the line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to line.
And he breaks into the open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down.
Oh, man, dog. What is going on?
Has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This
offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So the USF Bulls offense will have its first possession of the game. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Smith. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Line gets set, 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense going all in to stop the run. Looking to throw.
How does he get so much time?
And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. A methodical drive.
They just blocking, bro. Whole walls, bro. That don't make sense, bro. I got the best defensive line.
Right, and you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching. Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Now, fourth down.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane.
Oh, look how
he wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
You seen the angle they made me take at that man, bro? This is crazy.
We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Ball lofted up for grabs, and is picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Here's the handoff. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Brown wants to pass. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Bulls are flying down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Keeps looking downfield. Got his man on the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football.
Looking deep. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes.
Oh, come on. We bouncing off of niggas now? Like.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Makes the catch. It's Dixon. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's right on target. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field. They leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. You got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Looking to move it through the air. Got out of trouble and throw.
Bro,
just too much.
See what I'm saying, bro?
Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes the catch. It's Kelly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his protection.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Brown will throw it. Buys a little extra time. Gets rid of it. Working that left side down. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Bulls with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Winton. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looking to pass on second down. And he's got it! Touchdown, South Florida! Ready to try the point after. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He'll try to do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Runs for the tackle. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Kelly.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And now on second down for this offense. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They keep attacking through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfect. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football, because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver. In different ways, they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he got
Come on,
just
bro.
as he released the pass, it's incomplete. The Bulls will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this.
And the pass is intercepted.
Let's go.
Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. First down here for the offense. They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Brown wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Had to get rid of it quickly. He just got rid of the football. I'm not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Bro, this game, why?
No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Offense getting set for first down. They'll give it on the counter. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. Now on 2nd down. Off play action. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Staley. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
So nobody won the block. It's crazy.
Down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Brown will throw it. Fires to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to scramble. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And
Come on, what is this?
Every defense in the country.
Nigga, wide open, bro.
Predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
He's got great speed. There he goes.
Man, this game's so fucking ass gay, bro. Nigga, the ball bounced to him, and he take it to the house, bro. And I'm right there. They let him jump open.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense, the football back. But how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Pocket starts to collapse. Quickly complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The aerial assault continues. Caught near the sticks. It's Kelly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here comes the offense on second down. Brown wants to pass.
Throw the ball, man.
There, the sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Fires downfield.
Look how he throw the fucking ball, bro. This game ass.
That drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Come on, dog. You can't be for real, bro. This game fucking trash.